this interesting. His siblings sold him into Egypt, and one day their siblings are coming to Egypt to purchase food from Joseph. Jacob is now called Israel, and has now been reunited with his sons. And Joseph has two sons, and now Israel is going to bless his son and his grandson. Let's go through the word, okay? The word blessing in the Hebrew is the word barak, which means to kneel or to bless. And it carries great weight. When God says he blesses, things happen. When God created, and I'll get to all the scriptures in a moment, he created, and the Bible says he blessed creation. Let me give you some thoughts about what it means to bless. When God blesses, it produces life. Every time God blesses, it produces life. When Jacob was blessing his son and his grandchildren, he was blessing them with the blessing of life. The word life in the Hebrew literally means movement. You may not know that. In other words, when God created humans, he breathed into humans the breath of life, and humans became a living soul. In other words, they began to move. When God blesses, it gives life, and life means movement. Now, the opposite of blessing is a curse. We know that. But too many times we think of a curse in the way that we look at it. The curse is certain words that you can't say on TV because now anything is open. We used to have censors that would block out some of the trashy language that is coming about. You see, as our culture gets more hardened, the things coming out of our culture's mouth is going to get worse and worse. There are people who cannot express a thought without using four-letter words. And it's a part of the movement away from life. Because where you have this type of language, you have this type of heart. And when you have this type of heart, you don't have movement toward God, you have death. The opposite of blessing is the curse. The word curse means to move against, to move against. God blesses, it produces movement. Cursing means to move against. Ladies and gentlemen, the curse brings death. And the word death means to step away. So life means movement. Curse means to move against. Death means to step away. So let's give you a quick definition now of a word or a phrase that will describe blessing. The blessing is the giving of value and purpose. The giving of value and purpose. Life, movement. Blessing. It's the picture of the pouring out of the expensive perfume that was poured out upon Jesus. That's the picture of the blessing.